kind of we've always lived out here. But if you upset the wrong person, they'll still tell you to go home, won't they?
Yeah, all the time.
They'll still tell you to go home. So are we like really British? The problem is it's kind of the limbo that we're in because my parents are from Jamaica. If I go to Jamaica, they tell me I'm English.
Yes.
Same
Of course
thing.
you are.
So there's nowhere really where 100%.
Belongs to nowhere then.
Yeah. You
I
just
understand
remember.
it.
So that was kind of, I thought the Windrush generation came over, they created a base for us, and they've tried to set up a home and create that for us. And then I was aware that there was always this kind of attitude at the back of the mind of some people that Britishness is like whiteness, really. So if you came from Poland, and there might be prejudice towards you, but when you have children, they have children, they'll just be English. No one will ask any questions, but they'll always ask questions if you're black or
That's
Asian.
That's right.
So I kind of thought the experience of the Windrush generation is important. It needs documenting. There's no really black British history that's covered except for in the news about athletes and whatever else. But British history is much more. Black British history is much more than just that, isn't it?
Yes, we want to establish some more because
Yeah.
we've been here so many years
Yeah,
and still we are not here.
yeah,
Even our children, they just want to say they're not English.
yeah.
But we are British
Yeah.
because I'm not from Jamaica,
Okay,
but my husband is from Jamaica.
okay.
But I know about a little history about
Yeah.
West Indies.
Yeah, it's the whole West Indies. the Windrush.
Whole West
Where were
Indies,
you from?
Saint Kitts.
Okay,
St.
brilliant.
Christopher the Cut. But we more naturalized because when St. Kitts and Nevis, when they were supposed to be naturalized,
Yeah,
St. Kitts and some of the smaller islands,
yeah.
they didn't give up to naturalize
Right,
until later. But
right.
Jamaica government take it.
Yeah, there's a
So you
thing.
find out now we wouldn't have we're not having what you call it?
Independence or
We have independence. But now we have independence,
yeah.
but we have not instead of passport, which is
Okay.
citizenship.
Oh, you don't?
No.
You don't. Why?
But Jamaican have it, but we
So
haven't
why,
got it now.
why have you not got it? What's the?
Because we was, you know what my son is, we didn't naturalize as a Jamaica did, but we the all
Right.
smaller islands
Right.
did not.
That's not fair though, is it?
Yeah, but but some of the smaller islands they're still under British rule,
Right.
like Dominica.
It's still under British rule.
Yes, and another island. Somebody coming in. Who's that? Come in.
Yeah, it's okay. You can speak. It's fine. I'll...
My name's husband, Uncle Sid.
With my husband.
Hello.
Sid, that's my car.
Right.
Yeah, he's from Jamaica. Let
Okay.
me finish telling you. We didn't naturalize, but years after,
Yeah.
they say Jamaica have to be naturalized.
Yeah.
But we did not. No, look up to now, we haven't had to have no. I don't want to know if they have
Thank
to.
you.
From where? My colleague picture this.
But it would be nice for us. I didn't invite my son in like here, but he
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Sydney.
Yeah.
So Sydney could take off the jacket and then come in and sit down a bit. It would be nice.
I'm gonna set up for us.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You can sit in here, I don't know as well. If you
Oh,
want.
okay.
It's fine, yeah. So you didn't get your naturalisation.
No, we haven't got a naturalization. But
So how does that work? What's your?
But my husband have it. They got to have the
Yeah.
He's Jamaican now.
Jamaican, but we St. Kitts and Nevis and all some of the small islands.
Yeah.
We didn't have it.
So
But
what
no,
does that
but-
mean though? I mean, so with regards to your status, what does it mean in the country?
Well, who would have been here, little Roy, because he was talking about it yesterday.
Oh, you
Yeah.
Isn't it because you now? It's because the English. Because when did St. Kitts get their independence now?
I can't remember everything.
Oh, okay. I think it's because they had the.
Is it okay for me to plug that in?
Yeah, it was a.
The top one of these anything.
Yeah, I can.
Call Uncle Leroy and ask him.
Oh, okay.
Uncle Leroy Richard, if she's at home.
Okay, I'll ring that. I'll just. Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
Googles. Let me just Googles.
Yeah. It's because you were still under British rule, I suppose.
Because
You
we were under
probably
British
didn't
rule,
need
yeah.
it. Yeah, that makes sense.
But he knows that up to Saturday he was talking about it.
Okay. You saying?
why we don't have the Jamaican have to have natural. It's in Sydney. Bob, come and sit down here a bit.
Let me take some shoes off.
We need to have to take our shoes off. Sit down.
Sound like my wife telling me.
He said, sit down there, so he will ask us questions. He wanted to know why you in Jamaica they have to have naturalized. When you have your when you take another passport, you don't have to have British passport, the other one's passport. Before you get your British passport, you have to go naturalize or whatever.
No.
Oh, you didn't have to.
No.
You could just apply for it.
You apply for your British. You had to have British citizenship. We didn't have to have it.
When did you get your?
I wasn't going nowhere, so we don't have to have
You
put down
have
there.
you have to have British citizenship. I didn't have it.
We never have it.
But I have British passport.
That's right.
You have to have. Yes, he did.
You did have it.
He had British citizenship.
Okay.
Or Jamaicans who come in the early days.
Yeah, I thought that.
They have to have
Oh,
it.
oh yes.
But you just said no.
No, we never really get to the understanding what you really meant.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What was your? We'll start with yourself. What was your experience like in coming over? What year did you come over in?
I come in a boat, a ship, we call it. A ship, you know, like I call it.
You came
a
over in the
boat,
ship.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
SS Oriental, we have a lot of West Indian.
Okay, what was that like? It must have been intimidating.
It was intimidating for me because I brought my son with me and he was only about 4 months.
Right.
So I spent most of the time in the hospital with him.
Right.
But because a lot of babies died on the ship who had small babies.
Oh yeah.
So they in Barcelona, the ship stayed in Barcelona.
Yeah.
They take all the babies off that couldn't make it to England.
Yeah.
But I survived with my son.
Right.
But if you want to go take my shoes off.
Yes, but is England was ruling Jamaica when I came.
No, we don't get to that yet.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll come on to...
We don't get to that yet. So,
It's okay. Just keep speaking.
okay. But it was very, very cold when you get here first.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. I thought we only come to spend a couple of months and go back home.
Yeah.
But they treat us really bad here. So,
Really?
really bad.
In what way? What?
Because we had to move every day because they don't want us in the house.
Right.
It wasn't a lot of, like, you know what, well, you would talk afterwards.
Yeah, I'll have a cup of tea.
Don't be nervous. It's fine. Just forget it's there.
No, but he I mean, because when he think that I'm saying the wrong thing, but no, I say the right thing.
No, you're not. What you're doing is telling your truth.
Yes.
That's what we want. Your
But
kind
he,
of the
but he
reality.
has to have British citizenship.
Has he got it?
He can get his British passport now.
Yeah.
But the first, the younger ones, they don't want it now, do they?
Yeah.
That's
but
why
like
they
you
have to
said,
send
you
them
don't-
back home.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you've read kind of the details of what happened, and have you heard of David Alasaga? I think his name is. He does a lot of documentaries for the BBC.
Yeah, well, I know that one. I know the one from Birmingham, the Russell one, right?
Yeah, that's him. I think
That's
that's
his
David.
name?
Yeah. So he uncovered some documentation where they said that after the Second World War, they wanted immigration and they wanted people from the Commonwealth to come over, but it was uncovered that they didn't want black people or people of colour. It was inclusive of like India and other like British colonies. They didn't want people of colour to stay.
You stay.
But that was kept with secret documentation uncovered recently. So, I mean, you said that they were horrible, and
They're horrible to us because, I mean, we couldn't, we couldn't get one room, we had
That's
one room.
it sounds like a consistent kind of experience. You're not the only person who experienced
We
that.
had to move every, I moved about 6 times in less than a month.
Really?
Yes.
So what would happen? You'd just be asked to leave? Or?
Not because we have to leave, but it wasn't because we were immigrants and we didn't plan for us to come. If you get a room,
Yeah.
that was when you had to have all your kids with you
Right.
until we get a bit established.
Yeah.
And the councils then step in and help many people.
Yeah.
But if I here and have a house and have a room,
Yeah.
I let them have the room.
Yeah.
But it's so much people in one room.
Right. So
We
yeah.
have to fight for the soap to cook.
Right. That makes sense.
Because we didn't have no, about 3 or 4 people living in one, 6 people living in
One space, in a small space. So you can kind of almost understand them not wanting you to
Yeah.
stay.
And but if you have children,
Yeah.
they don't want children.
Right.
So,
So what year was it that you came over in?
at 50, I think it's 58 or 50,
Right.
in the 50s.
So really,
Was it
you know, towards the start, it was the 48 that he started the
Yes.
Windrush.
Yes.
So you came over 10 years after it
Yes.
began. It was really rough.
Yes.
I can't imagine it was like acclimatising to the difference in weather.
Oh, but the weather was so bad. You see, we haven't got bad weather now, do we?
Yeah, it's nice today.
But we have to, maybe we have to pay for this weather later on.
Yeah,
Who knows?
yeah. Who knows? It's true. It's
Yes,
kind of the damage of the
It
conditions.
is.
So you came over. You were sharing a room. What area did you
Yes.
move to? Was it close to here? Or?
Well, me especially.
Yeah.
It was. It's terrible to tell you this.
It's okay.
It was. It was 9 children in 2 bedrooms.
Wow, that's a big family.
But we used to have bath, you know, the bath pan.
Yeah,
And in those days you have washing machine, but you to hot the water
yeah,
because it was no boiler like modern thing like now.
right.
So if you had 3 children, you because we had back.
Yeah,
We had outdoor toilet.
yeah. Oh yeah, my granddad's got. Well, it's my wife's granddad, but he's got an outdoor.
Toilet. But
Yeah,
so when it's in winter, it freezes up.
right. Oh no.
So you got to throw water in your hot pail. So you
Yeah.
get the water from in your and throw it into the toilet. If it flush, but it never flushed because the weather was bad.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
How old were you?
25.
Oh, that's how when you came over.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you came over. The people were terrible. So you shared like 2 rooms amongst 9 of you.
Yes.
What was it? Was it like friends or children?
No, at the time you see you rent room. You lucky you get 3 bed. Lucky now you get a 3-bedroom house now. In those days you didn't have that.
Right. They were mostly.
Because you had a rent place.
Yeah. Right.
And we can sit just 1 minute. How long was sitting there come in here if we say?
He's just having his cup of tea and.
Yeah, he not very happy. And he get it.
He's just making his cup of tea now. The milk. Uncle said, Nanny said she's to come in.
I would love you to come in Sydney to here. Because you're West Indian until you only want a documentary from us.
Nat.
That made me laugh.
She's lovely. So we're going through the story. Came over. She was 25, 58
Yeah.
In 58 years.
in 1958. So she was
We sent
25.
for my children. They didn't come all in one at one time. We
Okay.
sent for them
Right.
1 by 1 and 2 by 2.
Okay.
All of us they didn't come at one time.
What did you work as? What was your first job when you came over?
Well, first job is to work in East Birmingham Hospital. That they call it Little Birmingham.
Do you want this Nanny in front? Do you want your tray?
We'll move it in a bit, but let's use it for a little
okay.
bit.
I could move it because I hope this don't take me with it.
It's part of the framing. It's
Okay.
fine. No.
Wait, let me get this curtain.
When did you send for your children?
Yeah.
One by one.
Do you want this light? You want your lighting okay?
Yeah, it's okay. You can close it though if you
I'm
want
gonna
to
just
put it up a
straighten it
little
up.
bit. Oh yeah. So
Well, the first job was in the hospital, East Birmingham
you
Hospital.
were a nurse.
I wanted to be study for to be a nurse,
Yeah.
but with the children I couldn't do that. So I had
Okay.
to take any job I get
Yeah.
to help my children back home. My mom
Of
had
course.
them for me.
Yeah.
So I couldn't take the responsibility
Yeah.
having my son, my eldest daughter, Sandra, that is coming here.
Okay.
So I had to do any kind of work I had.
Yeah.
Then after, I had.
What were the people that you worked with like?
It was nice. I get on with the nurses on the ward. I didn't do the nursing course again. I do the they call it ward. Wait, what do you call that now when you work on the ward with orderly?
Orderly, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Brilliant. So you enjoyed working.
Yeah, I enjoy working, but then have the baby come, so I don't
Okay.
leave that.
Yeah.
So what I did, because I have the children, they were small, I went to work in a factory now,
Okay.
press work.
Right.
My husband worked nights,
Yeah.
not this one, my twice.
Okay.
work nights in no fields in car factory, Leyland.
Okay.
And I work days.
Yeah.
So when one coming in, go to work, the other one coming back.
Oh, so that must have been really difficult.
Really hard.
Yeah. So when you earlier on when you started, you said that when you came over that I don't want to lead the conversation in any direction, but you said that some of the people were horrible, but you
But
described
really horrible.
not horrible. But you said the people at work were nice as well.
Yeah, but
so-
I mean, you're my partner. We're all the same, working together.
yeah.
I mean, at them those days, politics was there, but they didn't show us that
Yeah.
they were bad.
Okay.
But you know what?
It wasn't as bad as
That's
it's
just-
probably.
Well, it might have been now.
Yeah.
Well, me especially,
Mhm.
meet a lot of politics because I'm more up in life than children
Yeah.
growing up.
Yeah.
So I could take another course in catering,
Okay.
and the manager didn't really want me to go because I'm black anyway.
Okay.
But
That's
the
a
head
shame.
one,
Yeah. Sorry.
he couldn't care less whether you're black or white.
Right. So we gave you the opportunity.
The big head manager
Yeah.
gave me the backpack. He said, you go on because these girls only have the theory, but you have the practical. You don't have to go in the kitchen with the book in your hand and know how to boil an egg.
Oh.
So I got that, so it wasn't too bad after for many years. Children
Yeah.
growing up.
Oh, that's nice. Though. And I mean, it's good to hear that you had a positive
Oh yes,
experience.
I never backed down or nothing.
That's good. You just shouldn't have to. So.
And I stayed there for 17 years in Louis, John Lewis is in town. It
Okay.
closed now.
Oh yeah.
And they said they sent me to the Lord Mayor. I was the only two black
Oh, okay. That's
to the
good.
Lord Mayor banqueting.
Oh,
But I
okay.
become a head cook then after. I need a supervisor.
Oh, that's incredible. Stay where you are. So, it sounds like you've had. That's a really nice one. It sounds like you had quite a positive experience in
Yes, I
coming
never,
over.
I never got out. No, never.
So, are you aware of what's happened with the Windrush scandal?
When the Windrush scandal, well, everybody was under the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know from my husband because, as I said, he
He had to get his naturalisation.
But we could get on with it.
Yeah.
I mean, they wouldn't let nothing was. Yes, it was Windrush, but it never bothers me.
No, you shouldn't. But I mean, so they were saying that they lost a lot of people's documents, a lot of people that came on boats like yourself, and
Well, yes.
yeah, and that's
I would like you
Yeah.
to meet Leroy said, but Leroy and
Antonetta said, because I spoke to Antonetta, in terms of like the naturalisation,
Yeah.
it's not quite clear as to why St Kitts wasn't included in having to buy his citizenship.
right.
There's a few of the small islands. And she said because she went to a meeting with the president a couple of years ago, the St Kitts president, and he didn't
Okay.
really know.
Oh, that's interesting.
So it's still a grey area as to what is allegedly a bit of word of mouth as to why they were kept out.
So is there kind of a risk with people coming from St Kitts that?
No, I think they got, from my understanding, they automatically got citizenship. Did you automatically get citizenship?
we haven't got any citizenship. I don't know if they have to have it now, but we think it's people and navies haven't got no citizenship. We didn't have to have it.
You didn't have to. I think you didn't have to buy it. I think you got it automatically.
No, I still haven't got it yet. They didn't tell us nothing about that yet.
British
We still on
citizenship.
the British rule a bit.
What's your passport like?
My passport left
Is it a
English.
British passport?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So it's probably linked to the fact that those nations got independence, and I suppose you
Yeah.
didn't.
I think did St Kitts get independence early doors or
Yeah.
later?
I'm so sorry. I would have liked somebody who know more.
Oh,
Would
That's
have liked
fine.
to tell you.
yeah. Okay, we'll
Because
find out now.
We didn't get citizenship.
Can I move your?
Yeah.
So can I ask you a little bit more just about your experiences? You went straight into work. You had a positive kind of experience at work, and you've moved to 3 separate jobs.
Yes.
And then you stayed for 17 years.
Yes, in one job.
Okay, that's really
And here's we
interesting.
get early retirement.
Okay. And what age did you retire at?
Was 60, 60? No, I'm 50.
Okay.
I didn't
Oh, that's quite early, isn't it?
Yes, and I get all my children and grandchildren to come and work Saturdays.
So are you aware of the details of the Windrush scandal that I'm speaking about? Do you know what
Oh yeah,
why
but
people are upset and why it's become front page
Well,
news?
I really don't know much about.
Yeah.
I didn't take it on board
Okay.
with the Windrush. But
Okay.
it never happens to me.
Yeah.
But I know it happens to a lot of people, but not in my family.
Yeah. So, basically, the details are that everyone who came over during that time period between 48 and 71, and some people say 73, were told by the Prime Minister at the time that they were British, that they had British citizenship. So,
Some of them, you know, in the West Indies,
Yeah.
are known for.
you lean forward again, that was quite nice.
Which one?
You lean.
Who's she talking?
Yeah. So, some of them,
Some of them, they come in different names.
yeah.
And
Okay.
they're not their names.
Right.
But, you see, I will call you John.
Yeah.
Or John because they know as John, whom they call you John, but that's not your name.
Yeah.
Your name is different thing on the birth paper.
Right.
And then
So you think that's what caused a lot of the problems?
cause a lot of problems.
Yeah. What was it, like pet names, or were they
Yeah.
trying to?
Well, people say Loris, if anybody looking for Loris,
Yeah. Do you think that was deliberate, them changing their names? I mean, or was it
I don't think so. But just
No.
from the parents.
just a mistake?
A lot of different.
Yeah. A lot of people when they came over, I think, weren't their literacy wasn't very good,
Thank you.
so couldn't read
My
letters.
eldest daughter
Yeah.
came up and not on her passport.
Yeah.
It's on somebody's passport.
Right.
Well,
She came on someone else's passport.
passport.
Right.
Because in the West Indies, we don't take a dog, you know, your children, them get different passport.
Yeah.
So
It's okay. You don't have to stop talking.
So when the lady, when she went to get her passport now,
Yeah.
she had to get her own passport. She had to go and look for the lady
Yeah.
that the passport should come up on the snetter. And she's lucky because the lady was in hospital, really died. But then with her husband had a long-term passport
Yeah.
and gave it to her to prove that she's
Who she
legal.
was.
legal. She was only 12 years when she came,
Right.
but she couldn't have her own
She
passport.
couldn't have had it. Yeah. I think that the problem is the reason why a lot of people are upset is that they were kind of told explicitly that
They
Now
didn't
that
get
you-
the right information.
they weren't giving it kind of, it wasn't written down, but they were told that you are a British citizen.
Yes,
And it seems like they've kind of gone back
yes.
on that initial kind of comment. That they said that was universal.
Yes.
So I think with a lot of people not having a great kind of grasp of the language, there have been a lot of kind of people who didn't have the literacy to read documentation that was
That's
sent to them. A lot of people didn't go through the process. I think it was about £200? How much was it to become naturalised? Do you know?
Antoinette said it was about she thought to buy this was £70
Well,
back in the day.
Back in the day. Now it's gone to thousands now.
So I was
It's thousands
Listen,
now.
listen, please come in because they're human being too.
Uncle Sid.
In trouble. Yeah, it was. It's a lot more expensive now, isn't it?
Please, Sydney, please.
He's coming now. He's coming, Nanny.
Don't feel any
Oh, me, no way.
Yeah.
No,
the
it's
mug, the muggle.
No way.
Yeah, it's just an informal conversation.
Yes,
and,
I'm happy to talk.
Okay,
Sit
brilliant.
down, Sid. You want to know what it, sit down, you're human being. People.
Tell me what's going on.
No, this gentleman, come tell him for me, please.
So I work with Donna.
Yeah.
I teach media and photography. I'm also studying an MA in photography, so a master's in visual arts and photography, and we were kind of given the choice of our subjects.
Okay.
So I decided on the Windrush generation. A lot of people are kind of misunderstood about what the Windrush generation is and who they are. Well, it's considered everyone who moved to the United Kingdom from the Caribbean section of the Commonwealth between 1948 and 1971. So what I'm trying to do is take a few pictures, have an interview and have just a conversation about your experiences, really informal and casual, just what it was like when you came over, your opinions on the current Windrush scandal that's been front page news since 2018, and then just, you know, your pathway, your story. So I've been speaking to your wife, and she's given me kind of a few details of her experience. So she came over.
My first
Should
job
I-
was in East Birmingham Hospital. And I didn't have any children yet, but Joey.
You didn't have Uncle Joey then?
I had Uncle Joey, but not Sandra.
Not Auntie Sam.
When I had Sandra, then I had to stop working there.
Oh.
So was Uncle Joey the 4-month-old at the time?
Uncle Joey is a mom brother.
Okay,
Yeah, so
your uncle.
how many you got now? There's a load of them. So Uncle Joey was born in St Kitts, wasn't he?
Yes.
So you brought Uncle Joey over.
Yes.
And then you had how many there in St Kitts?
Fa-
My mum,
Mom, yeah.
Auntie Netta,
Yeah.
Auntie Sil, and Auntie Feen.
Yeah.
She had 4 in St Kitts.
Yeah.
One she brought over the baby, and then you had Auntie Sandra here,
Over here.
and that's when you stopped working. And then had another Sanj, Jackie,
Maggie.
my Auntie Maggie, and Auntie
Joyce.
Joycey had another 3 here. So
Okay.
those 3 are born here.
Yeah.
They're 4 born here, and the rest,
3 born here. You got Sandra born here.
yeah,
And then
Maggie,
Ned, and then Maggie. No.
Uh,
Jackie.
Jackie. Jackie, Maggie, Joycey, born here. So the 3, yeah, 3 born here.
How many
And
children?
And Sandra, was Aunt Sandra born here?
No, I said Sandra is the first one I born here. That's why I had to stop working in the
Oh.
hospital.
Okay, okay.
So sorry, I didn't get. What was your name again? It's
Sid, my cousin.
Sid. And when did you come over, Sid? What was your kind of arrival date from? I know you're from Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
What year did you move to England?
55.
Oh, okay. What was your experience like? Did you come on a plane or did you?
No, I came on a boat in the Pier City.
Okay.
It took me 8 days.
8 days, Uncle Sid.
8 days.
That's a long time.
It's
Really
still no
long
more
time.
than me because I didn't know how many days the boat could take me night. I can't remember.
I can't remember how much the
No,
boat.
maybe 2 weeks.
I
8
can't e-
days.
That's a really
That's a
long.
real good-
Yeah.
What was the journey like, Uncle Sid? What was the journey like?
Well, it was just...
You just put up with it?
Just on the trip.
Just on a trip?
Just on the trip.
You see, this problem is no, what I think, no. Because of the younger one, they haven't got the right names and becoming different people names. That
You
causes
don't
some-
mind me taking your picture?
Do you mind the picture being taken, Uncle Sid? Do you mind the picture taken?
It's okay, no problem.
Okay.
They look smiling now.
You don't have to smile now.
No, it's okay.
You're not like me, edit.
You've got a lovely
I'm
smile.
always
sister.
smiling anyway.
Uncle Sid, you don't get a word in, that's why.
No, I don't. What I'm saying because I talk about we didn't have the part, we didn't have to get no citizenship.
No.
Yeah.
We didn't have it. Netta told you, didn't he?
Yeah, that St Kitts didn't, but Jamaica you had to buy yours.
So what was the process involved with getting your citizenship?
It's no problem. I just go and book my passage and...
No,
Yeah.
he said why you all have to have citizenship
I
now?
don't
What?
know.
So
I
what
didn't
was the
know.
process?
I
Do you
don't
remember
know.
how you got
Oh,
your
yeah.
passport, your British
Yes,
passport?
British passport.
Do you remember how you got it? Do you remember? Did you get it here?
No, we get it from Jamaica.
Oh, you got it in Jamaica?
At the
Oh.
time when Sydney come up,
Oh.
Jamaica they naturalize neither. It's after he come up.
After you come
they,
up.
they get independence.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Did you have to like apply for it and pay? What was the?
No, you just go and pay your passage, pay your fare, and
Oh, and it was done
No.
automatically.
yes, and you
So I
come in there.
Yeah.
So that's interesting to hear because I think it's a different experience to what some people had. So I've spoken to quite a few people. I think 20 and 21 you are amongst the people that I've interviewed. And a lot of people have spoken about paying a fee when they came over to actually receive their naturalisation documentation. I think that's also kind of where the concern is. So a lot of people in your situation now are the same people that are being told that there's no evidence of them having been naturalised and
No, I never pay nothing. It's only place it out to get to live.
Did they give you any documentation to say that you were a
He
British
get his
citizen?
citizenship now. I know that he has his citizenship, and he would have his citizenship. You understand? They had to buy the citizenship.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he have buy a British passport because at the time Jamaica wasn't
Independent.
independent. It
Yeah.
is after.
Yeah.
But now, if many of the young people now haven't got the British citizenship,
Yeah.
They could send them back home.
Yeah.
But Sydney have his citizenship and a lot of them have their citizenship.
Yeah.
They can't send them back home because they are British.
Yeah.
You were nice and organised, Uncle C.
Yeah.
Yes, I did pay £30 for mine. when I
£30.
came.
You
Okay.
came
At
home.
So
them,
yeah,
at
so
them
you did pay.
times.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now it's very expensive now if they do get it.
Okay. Yeah, it's £2,000, I think.
£2,000.
Yeah, oh yes, yes. It's
My
very
God.
expensive.
So you came over in 55 on a boat, 8 days. What was the experience like on the boat?
I don't really know.
No,
No.
you don't know.
I
Okay.
don't really know.
You see,
Okay.
you accept
But
when you
we
get to
landed
see.
in,
Tips, yeah.
in Plymouth.
Oh, you
You
landed,
landed in
Plymouth.
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 Oh.
Okay.
And from Plymouth to London.
Yeah.
Oh.
And from London to Ipswich in Suffolk.
Oh, you went to all of those?
Oh,
Yes,
yes.
money, yeah.
Oh, when did you come to Birmingham, Uncle C?
In the, it's through the National Service.
Oh.
Okay. What was your first job?
Hmm?
What did you work as?
First job was in apples and products in Holborn.
Okay. Doing what were you doing?
I was doing machine work.
Okay. Really interesting. So factory work,
The factory.
Yeah.
and then it sounds like you moved around quite a bit. So I assume that you changed jobs quite. You went through quite a few
Yes,
different
it's
instances of
only
work.
one job.
Pardon? It was just the one job.
One job.
Oh, when they moved you.
Oh, good.
Okay. What did you find the people to be like?
Well, they were not much better than now.
All the same, Uncle C.
In them time.
Did you? I mean, you must have had some positive experiences as well.
I got through all of it.
Okay, you went.
I never think about it anyway, just
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what you got to do.
You did what you had to. That's interesting. I think that your generation was definitely a lot stronger. I mean, it's a massive move to a country with hostile.
Yes, so what really
People is
took me
also-
from Ipswich, it was the going into the National Service.
Yeah.
So that's why I played from Ipswich to
Yeah.
To
Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Right. And then you've been in
But when
Birmingham
I
since.
came here, they were still after me same way with it. So
Really. So what do you mean by that? Still after you same
they
way?
can't serve in the,
They wanted you to go
Oh,
in the
they wanted
army.
you
in the army.
Oh, no,
Okay.
not in here.
So. What do you consider? Are you British? Or
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. He's got his
Yes.
passport.
Passport made.
no, I know you've got your. I mean, I know you are technically, but I'm asking you your opinion. Do you consider yourself British?
No, not really.
So it's a different answer.
No.
Yeah.
I'm British,
Okay. Yeah.
and although I have a Saint Kitts passport,
Yeah.
I still British.
Can I see your passports?
Well, they were tucked away.
Yes, I have
Okay.
to go up and search for them.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do it later. I'm quite
Okay.
enjoying our conversation.
I'll ask artist. Was Auntie Sandra mine?
Yeah.
Does she know?
I'll have to get them myself.
Oh, okay. We'll wait a bit
Wait,
later
but,
then.
you want to see them before you go over?
Yes, please, if that's
Yeah.
okay.
You want to it now? Or?
No,
No,
before
no,
I go, it's
later.
fine.
Okay.
When
I
you
know-
finish
I
your
know I'm not interviewing you, but are you British?
Yes, I am British.
So you're born
And then,
I know
so
you're born
funnily
here.
enough,
Yeah.
I was just saying to Auntie Sandra that I've actually just got my citizenship for St Kitts.
Oh,
To
are you?
Auntie Netta actually. So I said I'm one of you, and she says no, you're not one of us. You're British.
Oh, you have it now?
Yeah, me, Karen, and Cheryl got it because my mum and dad got land there. You see, so
Okay.
Yeah, maybe,
we paid for our citizenship. Well,
Yeah.
mum paid for that.
Yeah, yeah.
She paid for my citizenship, so I can get my passport. That's the next steps to go for the
Oh,
passport.
remember they come from the papers to make sure that.
Yeah, so so we had to get my nan's papers
Yeah.
on my mum's side, my granddad's papers on my dad's side, but when because he was alive, and
Yeah.
I still had to put down my
Before you could get it?
nan's on my dad's side's name, even though she passed before I could get it.
So someone from St Kitts, I don't know what's the.
So what we did is we had to fill in a form, which was like an A4 sheet.
Right.
We had to do a link online to prove that we weren't criminals, kind of thing, like a DBS.
Okay.
But it wasn't a DBS, it was some other
was
link.
something else,
yeah,
yeah.
to pay for that. And then we had to, I think someone had to sign for a copy of my passport to prove.
That you.
And
were-
then what
okay.
happened is my mum and dad went to St Kitts
Yeah.
for a holiday, sent it to them.
Yeah.
And then because my mum's cousin lives there, so she dealt with all the paperwork for us, and my mum and dad did it there, but had to
Right.
wait a while, a long time,
Do you plan to
because
go
they're not
sp-
quick.
Oh.
Okay, was Sandra got the phone?
No.
Right there. Sorry.
It's alright. No problem.
It's nice. It's nice to know
Yeah.
that somebody take interest.
I think it's really important.
A lot of people. Oh my God!
See it. Oh my God. Where's the phone? Oh well, the ring back. Auntie Sandra, where's the phone? Where's the phone?
I'm really interested in it, and I'll make sure that
Where's the phone?
Donna yourself gets a copy of any images that I take today.
You see, like my son-in-law, they travel back and forth, so they do more than I do.
Yeah.
You see, but I can only could tell you what I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
That's all you can do. Yeah.
But I know that I know we didn't have to get citizenship.
You didn't have to.
I know.
Right.
But some of my son-in-law and many of them knows more about him. But I didn't. Wasn't interested really.
Yeah.
Sandra's gate now.
Okay, so that's interesting to hear that you didn't
Somebody
read
want
much.
me?
I was saying,
Because the number wasn't recognised. So.
Oh, okay. We'll keep it here. They'll ring back in a minute then.
I was saying to you, Nan, earlier on that David Alasaga, I think his name is, he's done quite a few documentaries. He works for the BBC, and he did one on the Windrush, the Uncovered Files, where they discovered there was documentation where they actually discussed openly before the Windrush generation came over the coloured problem.
The coloured problem. What do you mean? As in,
that they didn't want people of colour to remain. They wanted them to come over.
Oh, and then go.
But they wanted those from kind of the European nations. So I was kind of trying to get to, in this document, it was actually kind of identified that, I mean, Britain's not like America, for example, in that America is a new nation. It was started with slavery. So the black people that live in America, pretty much, as long as it's been America, they've always been over there. So they've got a true claim to being American, haven't they? Because they've been there from the very start. That's why I asked if you consider yourself British, because it's different over here. I mean, we can be British for generations, but we've not been here from the beginning of the nation.
No, it's true.
We never will. Kind of, not that necessarily matters. I mean, I consider myself British. I think I went to a school, like a predominantly white school.
Oh, I went to a white school.
So it was kind of only when I went to that school that I realised that I was like
You're
different. Yeah.
You do. I mean, I went to we've got certain family members that went to black schools.
Yeah.
And me and some of my cousins Chanel went to a very white school.
Yeah.
And we were you could tell the difference. You didn't feel it that much, but you could.
Yeah, you could
tell the difference.
Your mindset.
Yeah, so I was saying that. So we've got our citizenship. They sorted it out for us. And what were you asking me about my citizenship?
First I just asked you if you were British, and you said yeah. Are you thinking about just holidaying or?
It's just for. No, I'm not gonna. Well, I can't live. I'm not gonna go live there. No, it's just. It's
not
just,
even retire there.
No, it's just purely because it's useful to have God forbid anything tie up for my mum and dad's affairs.
Yeah.
There.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. And if they try and kick me out, at least I know I've got somewhere to live.
That's what I was telling Leroy. That's why Leroy said they want their children them to get the citizenship.
Yes, yeah.
Because if anything happens, as I said to him years ago, before he bought the house in St. Kitts, I said that let's cleansing. You got somewhere to go.
But if
you don't have no paper to go, they can't say no because you got no paper.
No.
So can you think about what we're speaking about just now? If they're cleansing, you've got nowhere to go.
Ethnic cleansing.
Yeah.
But out of the three of you, two of you said that you're British, so they can't cleanse you if this is your home.
Well, let's say, look, I know we say we're British because I was born here. My nan's been here for a long time.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we're not British white folk, so if there's an uprising.
Yeah, but you born here, but they could even send to you if you're doing a criminal.
Yes.
Think they could always send you back to where your mum and your dad come from.
Yeah. Because my mum and dad obviously were born there as well.
Born there. So although you think you're British and you're born here, they still could send you back.
Yeah.
The way your parents and whichever come from.
Obviously it'd be highly illegal, but...
So does that mean you're not British?
You're not British.
I said, in my eyes, yes, but in the eyes of others, possibly not.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand it, you know. Although we haven't got British citizenship, they got to go back to the years, as Leroy was telling us, the years that we had before we get the independence. When only a couple of years now we have independence.
It was in the 80s.
In the 80s we get independent, but all them time in the 60s and the 50s we was
no independence.
You get no, yeah.
because I have a cousin, he died now, Mr. Buchanan. You know him?
But yeah, I didn't know him, but I know that you when he
Know
died.
him?
Yes.
He was in the politics and all that at those years.
Yeah.
And he was telling us that when Manley, there's a Jamaica Prime Minister,
Yeah.
and he tell them not to get independence, stay positive with British rule.
Yeah.
But he went and get it. That's why Jamaican people had to get the citizenship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like Sydney, been here so long,
Yes.
he was on the British rule at the time.
Okay.
You see, he didn't have. But as a Jamaican now, they didn't tell us to. I don't know when it will happen
Yeah.
to have citizenship.
Why
But-
do you think that these people wanted to stay under British rule?
Well,
Because of the financial benefits, or
my personal, if I was to get, I would stay. If they want me out, I go. But if they didn't push me out, I don't go.
Yeah.
I stay here.
okay.
And but if I compulsory that I had to go, then I had to go.
Would you say that in moving over, that your standard of life, because you were 25, so you were an adult,
Yeah.
did your standard of life improve? Would you say?
Yes, a lot to improve. Yes, I know. Yes.
In what ways?
Financially,
Yeah.
because well, it's ain't a lot of work there in the West Indies for everybody. The
Yeah.
standard of living here is better, isn't it?
Yeah. Financially.
Financially. And I mean, I have no problem with England.
Yeah.
No problem at all I have with it.
No.
No.
Of course.
I myself, I don't know for my children
Yeah.
and my grandchildren, them have problem, but me personally have no problem.
Yeah.
I like it here. Life is real.
Yeah, where you make it. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 I mean, you also have spent a year in America, didn't you, Nan?
I've been to America. I wouldn't live there if they didn't give me all the money.
She had a year in America in
Really?
Brooklyn, wasn't it, Nan?
Everywhere, Brooklyn, Bronx, everywhere.
You didn't like it?
Nah, that's the American home.
Nah.
What was it? You didn't like the people, or?
The people, but I don't know much about the people because I had a little job that I was doing.
Yeah.
But I don't like the place. The place too violent.
Yeah. Yeah.
In those days, when I
Yeah.
there,
Very violent.
it may be changed now,
It's still very violent.
but it's very violent and nowhere. Yeah, because I listen.
Nah, you can't force it.
What are these photographs on now?
So the project that I'm doing, it's not just text based. It's because it's a photography degree. It's like a visual thesis. So basically, I need to put images to illustrate kind of my feelings on the Windrush generation. I've read my project proposal recently, and what I'm trying to do is not only tell your story, but just show people from communities outside of ours, kind of trying to humanise the Windrush generation and like my family, my people. I'm trying to show them in a positive light and tell their story.
I think you probably, because what the aim is then, so what's going to, I think probably, and my auntie wanted to make sure, not this one, that where the photos are going. I think
Yeah.
it's not going to be on Facebook or
No.
not social media or anything like
No,
that. So
no.
it's going to be in a
In a book.
that
Yeah.
you're going to create, and then you'll get copies of the photos if you want them,
Yeah.
and then
And hopefully an exhibition.
an exhibition if we get a
If it
space.
gets get- yeah.
And then you obviously Nanny then I'll take you.
I'm personally think my telling you what I feel now.
Okay.
If you could have put it anywhere for me, but that wouldn't be here very long. They're not going to put me in a graveside.
Nan. So it's going to be in a nice book, and it's going to be with
Yeah.
all the pictures. So if the pictures make the cut, and if you're happy,
Yeah, you'll get a copy.
you'll get copies, and it will be in a nice book about Windrush
Yeah,
and about
yeah,
your
yeah, yeah,
generation's
yeah.
story.
I don't mind.
Okay,
No, I
good.
don't mind.
And then if Richard gets a nice space for exhibition, worst case scenario, you have to do it in college.
Don't know about that. I've looked
Then-
at the drum, the
Okay.
Mac, but I mean, he showcases a different artist, the guy at the drum. But he's
Okay,
trying to
cool.
showcase black artists once a month, so
Oh, good. So maybe the drum or the mat, you're saying?
Yeah.
So the mat will be nice. And then if you want to, or get this for you now. Do you want me to get it now?
Yeah, get it and I'll see when they'll call back.
Hello. Are you looking for Sarah? Oh, may I ask who's calling, please? She's just doing something, and then she'll call you back. Is Uncle Leroy? Uncle Leroy didn't recognise your voice. Uncle Leroy's Donna.
When you talk to
Is that your pastor?
let's talk to
Because the Uncle Leroy, Nanny's in interviews. But she said they're trying to quickly talk to you. Actually, you could ask, you might be able to answer our question, Uncle Leroy. See, she's here. Oh my God.
Leroy.
Uncle Leroy talk posh. It's talk
Leroy.
posh. Talking
And
posh.
he
I can
let
see it.
tell was coming to Saturday. He didn't get to come Saturday then. He come on Monday. Today. But I called him this morning, but your wife said you were talking. But I would like you to be here really to answer some of these questions, what I don't know. Why St. Kitts Street haven't got that in the how the years when we naturalize, when we get independent. But talk to the lad here for me if you want to tell him.
His name was just Richard.
Richard.
Yeah.
I mean, I know all
Hello.
of them.
You're right.
Black sports.
Yeah.
Come.
Yeah.
In nice so people know you.
Huh?
In nice so
Nice
people.
people know, yes. It's going to be a nice
Okay.
Pull a foot in the mouth.
Okay. Yeah, are you going to get your passport?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, get your cup of tea.
Mhm.
See. Bully.
So,
You want me to come with you now?
so they didn't need it if they. So in 1983, exactly what happened? Sorry.
You know, long enough, isn't it?
I know.
Yeah. Oh, they were automatically British. Okay. Is that kind of documented? Because, I mean, one of the major problems with a lot of people from the Windrush generation are encountering now, or have been, is that there's no evidence of them coming over here legally. So is that something that kind of played into that?
That's in here. Exactly, that's in
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. That's interesting. When did you come over? Okay. So my name's Richard Hamilton. Yeah. I work with Donna. Yeah. She's my manager actually. And basically I'm doing so I teach photography and media studies. And I'm doing a master's into media and, visual arts as well. So we were given choice of subjects, and I decided to focus on the Windrush generation because my parents are from the Windrush generation. My parents are both from Jamaica, and then my wife's parents, her grandparents are from the Windrush generation. Her nan's just passed away, but her granddad they're both from Montserrat. So I realised that the scandal that was in the news, how big of a deal it was, and how it was impacting kind of my parents' and grandparents' generation. And I just thought that it was an interesting subject because we need someone from within the community to document our story, don't we? It's always someone external telling the story. As well, yeah. Anguilla's another one. I'd love to meet you at a later date, perhaps, and we can, if you're happy, I can interview you as well and take a few pictures. So I'll communicate through Donna. What was your name? Sorry. Leroy. It's a pleasure. Leroy Richards. Thank you. It's a pleasure speaking to you. And So I'll speak to Donna and we'll see if that was really useful. Yeah. Okay. So I'll Google it and I'll get more information. Okay. All right. Do you want to speak to anyone else in this end?
Look what's in.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have a Google. Okay. Would you like me to put you on to anyone?
I mean, okay.
You won't. Okay. All right. I'll put you on. Okay. Take care.
Did he give you some idea?
He gave me some. Yeah. Really.
Yeah. Leroy, I
What?
told you that he couldn't come Saturday.
I'll wait till she finishes
And I
speaking.
phoned Netta this morning, but Netta said you was talking, you call me back. Oh, no. It's a documentary about the Windrush people and how many people, they're sending them back home. Because some of them haven't got the right papers or the right name and that, and they take it and make a big issue. Just to get people out of the country. Yeah, 1 minute to say something.
Thanks. I.
See, got it. I had everything together, see that?
Yeah.
I put them in
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
This is the old passport.
Okay. Yeah.
This
And that
is in
caused a
your-
lot of problems. Yeah. 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 Okay. Yeah.
You want up there, you see?
Yeah.
See, you put one in the thing upstairs, isn't it?
Okay. It's just the name in the yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 Oh, they came on someone else's passport, so obviously, yeah. Right. So that's a huge part of it. A lot of them came over. I mean, the people that I've interviewed so far, a lot of people have said they came over kind of as children, so they won't have had passports, will they?
Some of these Sydney, they had them up, they photograph in the
Yeah.
town hall, some of them, you know. I'm all Louis's. So me
Right.
sit there with them, innit?
Yeah. It's important. It's do you know why it's such a shame? It's a lot of what you're describing. It's kind of beyond their control as a child. They couldn't really do anything about it, could they? Yeah. 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 Right. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's been going on for quite a while, yeah. 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 Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Look out to the noise.
Yeah, they're not the best phone. Yeah, it's terrible. It is terrible. Yeah. Yeah. Right. They came on a different name. Right. Yeah. Yeah. You have a lot. I really appreciate it.
You got a lot on him now.
Okay. All right. Definitely. Thank you. All right. Take care. All right. You really helpful. He spoke about.
He tell you more than I
similar
do.
things. Yeah.
There's things that I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I would this is the fact, this is the...
A lot of the mix-up seems to be people coming over on. So that's your current one, isn't it? I think a lot of the problem is people coming over on using different names, and then the issues caused by that. I think that is your current passport. So.
Yeah.
Can I get a picture of you two together?
Take a jacket to top, jump off the scene.
Why?
Yeah, take a photograph of me.
It's okay if he's gone.
Take a jacket with you in the house, you're not cool, look at me. Look, it's like only one picture, in that take long. Just take it, put back on the jacket. Because we didn't expect it in the... We'll have dressed up more.
You look nice anyway, it's okay. Look smart, yeah.
Nice to have a laugh, yeah? They have to pay for laugh.
Yeah.
Come sit down beside me, please. This is one of my thinking the needs for this.
That's lovely, that is really,
Have a look at that.
in the colours, everything.
Sit down right there. You look alright. In a minute, I take photograph of them, I feel a patch up more.
You look smart, yeah. You both look smart.
Lord! Nice to have a laugh, eh?
Yeah. That's nice, how old is that?
I know you want to do it. I see. You like
That's
it?
lovely, yeah. That's beautiful. And how long have you been married?
23 years.
Oh, lovely.
Aww.
That's beautiful.
I mean, not now 22 years I'm married, 20 other years.
How did you meet?
Let me see if I'll tell you how long we've
You meet here.
let me-
Oh, okay.
My other husband is a deceased, you see.
Okay.
That's it. Now come here.
This man?
Okay. See, look at them married me. No, not these.
When you got married to Uncle Sid?
Yeah.
Was it? Oh, it was 90 something. I remember that much.
Is that it?
That's granddad's.
No. Listen here, then look at it. It must be upstairs, I don't have it.
Okay, no worries, Nan. But
Can
in
I
the
take which one?
early 90s.
In the 90s, okay.
Yeah. Early 90s, because I was young.
You're still young, don't you?
I know. Yeah.
When you was young.
Yeah, it was me and Snap. What year did that? Yeah, was it 90?
So was it your uncle or cousin I just spoke to on there?
That's my Uncle Leroy.
Oh, it's a shame the photo was gone.
He was Uncle Leroy is my auntie's, my nan's eldest daughter's husband.
Okay.
Yeah, Uncle
They
Leroy.
know more information, more than coming.
What did he say?
He said that there was a treaty between St Kitts
Oh,
and
right.
England, and so because of that they didn't need documentation, which I think is interesting.
Oh, right.
He spoke about similar things to what your nan spoke about.
Yeah.
There was a lot of kind of pet names
Yeah.
that were used. I
Yeah.
think on the documentation people filled out the wrong name,
Yes.
and that's
yeah.
what caused a lot of problems with the
Yeah,
citizenship.
yeah.
No.
Yeah, because Uncle Joey's name's not Joe, is it?
No, I will. I will heal.
Yeah.
But the lady got us
Do you want, wait, let me get this book out.
in the name Joey.
Yeah. No. But that didn't cause him any problems.
No. You know his name. I want to call him Joey, that's their business, but you know what he meant.
Will you just come and stand on the opposite side of your wife and just put your hand on their shoulder? Just on the opposite side, yeah.
This way. You know, I'm married again.
Married again, that's it.
Thank you very
We're
much.
gonna have a photo.
That's
Now,
lovely.
can I get a photo later on the pictures with me and Nan?
Of course you can, yeah.
I'll gloss up while you're doing that.
Come sit down, sit
You don't have to worry, you check. You
You
check
are
your-
right now, sit down, all right.
If you know that's what's going to happen then.
And I beg, I
Put
tell,
some good clothes on.
You look smart already.
I just tell him we'll dress up to the T. I must have put my wedding dress on as well.
Nanny. I told Richard about the wig, Nan. How I was laughing. I picked up from church, Richard, and she took off the hat, and I thought the wig was sewed in the hat. She tried the wig after me.
The two of them just come off together.
They always come here and get joke.
Oh.
But I said you don't have to pay for it, they charge you.
Yeah, you don't have to pay for it,
No.
that's it. Good for you, keeps you young.
Come on,
doesn't
Dana,
it?
you're good looking already. Come
Okay,
on.
okay, wait there now. Where do you want me, Richard? Okay, just top half, Richard,
Top half.
and then get all this,
There's nothing
Photoshop
for
all
you to
this
do.
out.
Don't lean in.
Don't lean in.
Yeah, stand up. You can just, yeah, that's much better.
You're not doing long shot because I've got no shoes on.
Okay, I'll make sure that I focus on your toes.
You do. Wait there.
That's nice. Don't lean in because it's,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
See, it's more flattering when you. That's lovely.
Nice.
Really nice.
Okay.
So when will we get these pictures now?
I'll get them processed quite quickly. So I've taken some film
Yeah.
and a few digital. I won't put them on social media, but what I will do is I won't do much editing because it's documentary photography, so I'll try to keep it as natural as possible. But I'll sharpen a little bit. I'll boost the colour and I'll send them across the Donna. I'll WhatsApp her a few so you can see
Okay.
a few straight away.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
I'll get them printed in the next couple of weeks. But what I'm really thinking about doing and what I'd like to do is I'm going to get a copy of the book for everyone who took part. So you'll have a copy of the entire document, but that will be a little bit longer.
Let's go to when if we're gone there.
You'll see the images.
You won't be gone,
You won't be-
Nan.
I'm not.
She's always said, no, Nanny. I told you a long time.
His parents are from Jamaica.
Eh?
His parents.
Which is parents. Yeah.
Both from St Anne's.
Is that where the Lights folk
From
are from?
St. Anne's, isn't
Pardon?
The light people are from St Anne's. Because in some part of Jamaica where the light folk are from.
Oh, I don't know.
Isn't there one part of Jamaica where all the light people are from?
Oh, is
Are you
it
from
St.
St. Andrew?
Yeah. Is it? I don't know. Is it? Where is
Uncle
it?
Sid, is there a part in Jamaica where all the light skinned people are from?
Yeah, the Dundos.
Manny.
Moshe.
Manny.
The Dundles.
No, that is from what thing come from, innit? Davis said.
No, there is a thing from St. I don't know.
When Davis found this, they have built the house there.
I only know where I come from. I
You're right.
don't know where else in Jamaica.
So when you when you came over, you were 25. What did you do
Do?
back home in St Kitts?
Nothing.
Okay.
I was a housewife.